Hello dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you will be fine. My name is Engineer Rasul Shah. I am lecturer in Department of Technology, Sarad University of Science and Information Technology, Peshawar. As I am teaching you the subject design of fluid mechanics, today is your lecture number 9. In lecture number 9 we will study about Bernoulli's equation. So first of all, coming to the statement of Bernoulli's equation. The statement of Bernoulli's equation is for a perfect incompressible liquid flowing in a continuous stream, the total energy of a particle remains the same while the particle moves from one point to another. This statement is based on the assumption that there is no loss due to friction in the pipe, and mathematically Bernoulli's equation is Z plus V squared divided by 2G plus P divided by omega is equal to constant. That the sum of all of energies is equal to constant at every point when the particle moves from one point to another. Here Z is the potential energy, V squared divided by 2G is the kinetic energy, and P divided by omega is the pressure energy. In order to prove the Bernoulli's equation, we will consider a perfect incompressible liquid flowing through a non-uniform pipe as shown in figure 7.1. As you can see, we have a liquid flowing through a non-uniform pipe. Let us consider two sections AA and BB of the pipe. As you can see, two sections AA and BB we have selected. Now let us assume that the pipe is running full and there is continuity of flow between the two sections. Let Z1 is equal to height of AA above the datum. P1 is the pressure at AA, and V1 is the velocity at AA, and A1 is the cross-sectional area of the pipe at AA. Similarly, Z2, P2, V2, A2 are the corresponding values at BB. Let the liquid between the two sections AA and BB move to A dash and B dash through very small lengths DL1 and DL2 as shown in figure 7.1. As you can see, let the liquid move from AA to A dash and BB from BB to B dash through small distance DL1 and DL2. This movement of the liquid between AA and BB is equal to the movement of the liquid between AA and A dash to BB and B dash, while the remaining liquid between A dash and B dash being unaffected. Now let W be the weight of the liquid between AA and A dash since the flow is continuous. Therefore, W is equal to omega A1 dL1. That is, the total weight of the liquid is equal to the volume of the section into unit weight of the liquid. So the total weight is equal to omega A2 dL2. That is the liquid in the two sections. That is A dash and B dash. From this equation we get A1 dL1 is equal to weight divided by omega. Let this is equation 1. Similarly, A2 dL2 is equal to W divided by W weight divided by omega. As both the equations are equal to weight divided by omega, so we can say A1 dL1 is equal to A2 dL2. Let this is equation number 2. Now we know that work done by pressure at AA in moving the liquid to A dash is equal to force into distance. Now we know that P pressure is equal to force divided by area. So from that force is equal to P into area, pressure into area. So force is equal to pressure into area and the distance is dL1. Similarly, work done by pressure at BB in moving the liquid to B dash is equal to minus P2 A2 dL2. Here the minus sign is taken as the direction of P2 is opposite to that of P1. Now the total work done by pressure is equal to the difference between the two, or the sum of the two pressures, that is P1 A1 dL1 minus P2 A2 dL2. Here A2 dL2 is equal to A1 dL1 from equation number 2. Here You can take A1 dl1 common, so we get A1 dl1 into P1 minus P2. Also A1 dl1 is equal to weight divided by omega, so we get an equation of total work done by pressure weight divided by omega into P1 minus P2. Also loss of potential energy is equal to weight into Z1 minus Z2. When we have a loss in the potential energy, so as a result we have a gain in the kinetic energy. So gain in kinetic energy is equal to W into V2 square divided by 2G minus V1 square divided by 2G. So this is the total gain in the kinetic energy. Now we know that the total loss of potential energy plus work done by pressure is equal to gain in kinetic energy. So loss of potential energy is equal to weight into Z1 minus Z2 plus work done by pressure is equal to weight divided by omega into P1 minus P2, and gain in kinetic energy is equal to weight divided by 2G into V2 square divided minus V1 square. Here weight is common on both the sides, so weight will cancel out on both sides, and we get Z1 minus Z2 plus P1 divided by, this is not 2, this is omega, P1 divided by omega minus P2 divided by omega. Mistaken, it is here written as 2, so it is omega, P1 divided by omega minus P2 divided by omega. That is equal to V2 square divided by 2G minus V1 square divided by 2G. Now rearrange this equation, we get Z1 plus V1 square divided by 2G plus P1 divided by omega is equal to Z2 plus V2 square divided by 2G plus P2 divided by omega, and this is the proof of the Bernoulli equation. Also, this is the end of our today's lecture.